get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
I only use the one card that I have over you. Gypsy, I only use the one card that I have over you. Gypsy. Gypsy.
You heard that right. Okay. I know it ain't funny, but you know, we need to talk about this here. I mean, okay, does anybody know who Fancy is? Okay. From the Good Wives News Network. Well, she is suing her. Okay, it was on TikTok, and then so I went to Fancy's channel to see if it was true. Oh, it's true. And what's crazier, she hasn't even been served, and they got a court hearing coming up June 5th. Hi, Maisie. And see, she used to work with, I don't want to say work with. How do I want to put this? She worked with Gypsy and her family, okay? Like putting out a positive word about Gypsy all in the very beginning, but something turned in their relationship. I don't know what it is. None of my damn business. But, you know, you thought they went separate ways. No, Gypsy gets out and all hell's breaking loose. But, yeah, Fancy's being sued by her sister, her mom, and dad. This is crazy. Okay, here are the court documents. Let's look at this real quick. So, like I said, Fancy has not been served these. Now, this is what I found out was funny. I immediately went to where Fancy lives. I know what state. I mean, everybody knows. And I'm like, wait a minute. It's a civil suit. Why isn't it in her state? I'm like, okay, maybe the documents are in Louisiana. No, they weren't there. They're in Missouri. How can they file a civil suit when either of them don't even live in Missouri? Isn't that crazy? All right. All right, so you got Gypsy, her stepmom, her dad, and her stepsister. And they're only suing Fancy. That's it. So let's see here. Here are the parties. What? Oh, okay, never mind. All right. So Livingston County venue. And like I said, shouldn't it be in the state that Fancy lives in, right? Anybody else I know that's been sued like that, you have to go to their state. Okay, it says facts. During you guys, I'm not, if I don't talk to you, it's because I'm not paying attention to, oh, hi Grandma. I'm not paying attention to chat to get through this here. Okay. Plaintiff, Gypsy. Okay, she lived in New Orleans in the area of Louisiana. Her parents divorced when she was very young. She primarily lived with her mother. The abuse. Okay. We know about Gypsy's abuse. Okay. All right. 2005, the hurricane. I mean, I'm just like skimming through this, people, because this is stuff we already know. And then, let's see. While she was medical staff at St. John's. Okay, we know that. Okay, we know about that. Okay, here we go. June 9, 2015, Dee Dee was stabbed to death by Nicholas Jogan. On June 14th, 2015, Gypsy was arrested along with Nicholas at the house at his parents' house in Wisconsin, and they were both charged with first-degree murder. It was discovered for the first time that Gypsy could walk. Okay, we don't, whatever. Hold on. Due to the extent of the abuse Gypsy suffered and the circumstances surrounding the murder, Gypsy was offered a plea deal guilty to reduce charges of murder in the second degree for a 10-year sentence. Okay, so that prison that she was at is in Livingston County. Okay. What does this say? Shortly after Gypsy's arrival at the prison, her father, her stepmom, and her sister, hold on a minute. I think somebody came up. Yeah.
Me.
Oh, hi, Grandma.
Hey.
Can you believe this?
Great, I'm echoing.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Sorry for the echo, you guys. Hold on a minute. Why is it doing that? Is there an echo now?
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Nope, I think we're good.
Okay. Oh, hi, Rowdy. Okay. I'm not going to read every part of it because we know this story in and out, right? So Grandma, you know law. How can you go, okay. Fancy lives in Kentucky. Gypsy lives in Louisiana, but she drew up these papers in Missouri. If you're going to do a civil lawsuit,
Yeah.
have you ever heard of that before? Let's go to a whole nother state and can get it done?
You mean if one person's in one state and one's in the other, can you still sue them?
No, this is what I'm saying. Look at Bullhorn Betty for an example. She is suing Queen Bee. Queen Bee lives in Illinois. Okay.
Right.
And let's say Queen Bee wants to sue um, Bullhorn Betty. She's got to go to Florida. Gypsy
Well,
lives in Louisiana and her family.
okay.
Fancy lives in Kentucky. The papers were filed in Missouri.
Really?
Yeah,
That's in a third state.
yeah.
Because is that where her lawyers are out of?
Yeah, the lawyers that represented her during the court hearing,
Right.
okay? But
They're out of Missouri?
that shouldn't matter, right? She hasn't even been served. She found out herself, because I went and checked to see if this was true, okay? She found out herself on TikTok.
That
She
is
said,
ridiculous.
I went to her channel, and she's talking about it right now, and she said she hasn't even been served. The papers just got dropped. Let me look at the date. When were they dropped here? Hold on a minute, guys. I'm sorry. They were filed 5/23/2024.
That's last week.
Yeah, and she has not been served. And even from what you can have a presser come there, right? Processor.
Right.
So the court hearing, the hearing is due June 5th at 9 a.m. That's dirty. How dirty is that?
Well, it sure doesn't give them a lot of time to defend themselves.
Well, yeah, and to get to Missouri, the only way she found out because she sent it on social media.
I wonder if she would be able to appear by Zoom, though, because of that.
I don't know.
Duckin, I love you.
Yes.
Yes.
God, that's funny.
I know. Ew, 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 ew.
Okay,
That is the grossest thing ever.
Okay, there's 32 pages that we're going to go through, right? And all the exhibits, too. Okay, it talked about where, okay, Gypsy, her mother, her father, okay, I already said that, were contacted by a woman calling herself Francesca Macelli. Real name, April Johnson. Everybody knows. I'm just so you people know, yes. Everybody knows her name, and yeah. Okay, they said, let's see, Fancy approached Gypsy about hiring a production company, Mad Ginger Entertainment, to produce media projects on Gypsy's behalf. I read that backwards, guys. I'm sorry. Defendant. What is that word, Graham? Purported?
Purported, yeah.
Purported, okay. To be up and coming producer with her own production company, Mad Finger Entertainment.
Ginger.
What the fuck?
If you want me to read, you tell me. I'll be right here. I'm looking at it. So
She preferred to have experience in the entertainment industry, and that she had the resources and the expertise to bring media projects to fruition that would be financially beneficial to them. Okay.
Okay, so she shows up and said, "I've got this company, and I'm going to do all this stuff for you, and put all these shows out for you and make you money." That's basically what she came to them with.
Yeah, that's what they're claiming. And you know, I don't know what's going to happen here, but I recall. Let's see. This is what I recall Fancy saying. that they came to her because they needed somebody to stick up for Gypsy, or I don't know, something like that, allegedly. I don't know. But look at, okay, guys, she's the only one on social media that's being sued. Now, the scary thing about that, I'm just saying, this could be anybody, though. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. All right. So it says here. Okay, at the time, Francie approached them. Gypsy was in the, what is that person's name?
Chillicothe.
Chillicothe, okay. Missouri. Possessed the little formal education and not had obtained her GED. Also, her father and stepmother live in, well, we know where they live, more than 870 miles away from Gypsy. The overwhelming majority of the contact prior to the signing of the contracts by the parties were by phones. Okay. Based on representation, Fancy, plaintiff agreed to sign the agreement with the defendant. The life rights option agreement was signed by Gypsy on December 1st, 2017. That's when she was in prison. All communications with Gypsy with Francie originated at the prison. A separate but similar life rights option agreement was signed by Rod Christie on, let's see, was it the same date? Nope, different date.
Prior to.
Okay, the 17th of 2017. Okay, in furtherance of the signed agreement, Gypsy, Rod, Christie, and Fancy and her team with access to copies of evidence and documents surrounding Gypsy's life and case. This included, but not limited to, the criminal case discovery. Everybody's got that, though. All that's out there. No, I'm just saying, people, it's all out there. Fancy's not the only one that has it. Everybody's got it. It's out there. That's all I want to say about that. Okay. But I think probably they're saying at that particular time, they gave her the crime scene photos, police videos, court transcripts, family photos, videos, and Gypsy's private protected medical records. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Because she swore that she could produce these programs and whatnot for them.
No. I know where this is going now.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
It's personal medical records.
Not just that. This here.
Mm-hmm.
That part right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that we didn't remember when we were doing lives, and we would not. I said I would love to see the documents, but they're not out there for us to see because all this stuff is HIPAA protected. Oh. Okay, I'm going to carry on. That's just, wow. Okay, for the next 2 weeks, 2 years. Okay, so she was with them for 2 years. Plaintiff, Gypsy, Rod, and Christie diligently worked with defendant. They had countless conversations and interviews with her regarding their lives, circumstances of the murder during this time. Fancy, why can't I say that freaking word?
It's just like reported, only it's purported.
Stupid.
That means you put yourself out there and put yourself out there as a certain skilled person.
Oh, okay. To be skilled and experienced enough to perform her side of the contract. On May 2019, In Touch Weekly. Oh, yeah, we'll look at that too. Oh, yeah, we're going to look at all the exhibits here too. In Touch Weekly, defendant Loads how, what is that? Why are they using tongue twisters for me today?
I don't know why you're having so much trouble with them.
I am.
Lauds.
I'm sorry, guys. I really can't help it.
No, I know you can't. Lauds is how you pronounce it.
Lots. Okay. Okay. Lots. How open and honest plaintiffs have been with her. Francie even acknowledged that Gypsy had been raised by her mother to deceptive, and that she had helped Gypsy break the habit. So this is Exhibit C. You want to read that part?
Sure.
Thank you.
Though it took Gypsy a while to open up, she's become more comfortable with Fancy over time. Based on the first time I started talking to her, I feel a difference in her honesty and the willingness to be honest. When I first started talking to her, I know she wasn't being intentionally deceptive, but I think she was still worried about saying something wrong or saying something that would upset or hurt another person. So she just kind of went along with certain things. Fancy had to help her break that habit. We had a conversation about it very early on. I said to her, if I'm going to do this and you want me to trust you and you want me to tell the truth as you see it, then you can't lie to me. You can tell me, I don't want to tell you. That's fine. You can say, I don't want to answer that, but do not tell me something that isn't true. After that, Gypsy was an open book. Whatever I asked, she just answered. Exhibit C. You want me to continue?
Sure.
Later in 2019, due to non-performance by John Macelli, in her failure to secure any media projects or produce any marketable content, as well as John Macelli being confrontational over Gypsy's relationship with her fiance, Ken, plaintiffs severed ties with John Macelli. She started to get uppity. Over the next 3.5 years, John Macelli continued to create content about Gypsy's case. These came in the form of posts, comments, videos, podcasts, interviews, etc. on numerous social media and streaming platforms. Oh my God, she's going to get sued so bad.
Yep.
The first post on her Facebook page, Good Wives Guide to True Crime, began on July 5th, 2019. Over the next 2 months, there were 3 posts related to Gypsy. One was entitled Psych Expert about the effects of long-term abuse on Gypsy, September 24th, 2019. November 1st, 2019, following the termination of the plaintiff's and defendant's relationship, John Macelli wrote a blog post criticizing Gypsy for some recent choices. This comment was in reference to Gypsy having a relationship with a man named Ken while she was incarcerated. John Macelli also made comments that Rod and Christy were horrible parents for allowing this. December 1st, 2019, John Macelli posted a blog and Patreon, a subscription-based website, DD and Gypsy Career Cons, with a script. The topic is about Gypsy helping her mother con the people of Slidell, Louisiana. Gypsy would have been a preteen during this time. Subsequent to the termination of their contractual relationship, defendant John Macelli created and continues to create through multiple platforms and screen names true crime content. These include but are not limited to blah blah, the ones that we know about. Defendant utilizes internet and social media platforms, including but not limited to TikTok, Instagram, Patreon, YouTube, Facebook, and Facebook Messenger. From late 2019 to present, John Macelli produced content sporadically about Gypsy. She would also discuss her falling out with Gypsy and the Blanchard family. The subject of this content became more focused on a theme of Gypsy and the Blanchard family are hiding things. She began to state that she was the foremost expert on Gypsy and only she had the full story. For example, she posted on the blank Facebook page, "Cancer, this boils my effing blood, to be honest. Call it obsession, fine. I'm obsessed with the fact that a murderer and her lying con artist stepmother are conning the world one paycheck at a time. I'm disappointed in our society and feel humanity is failing. Credit to CJ for the video. That is exhibit D1 and D2. I didn't. October 10th, 2023. The content began to be more pointed and caustic. On that date, John Macelli posted a video on the blank Facebook page regarding the announcement that day of Gypsy's release date, instead of announcing it sooner that it was just a publicity stunt. Gypsy's release date was set in December 2021. John Macelli went on to state that she had turned down media projects over the years because they involved working with the Blanchards, saying, "I know anytime the Blanchards are involved, no truth will be told." Wow. That same day, she released a second video responding to a post by plaintiff Mia Blanchard, hereinafter Mia, Gypsy's younger sister. In this video, John Macelli acknowledges she has previously stated that her goal was to bury Gypsy. This statement was reaffirming a text message sent by John Macelli previously, Exhibit E. John Macelli stated that Mia's parents were exploiting Mia. She also stated she was concerned for Mia's life, implying that Mia was in danger from Gypsy. A month later, on November 6, 2023, John Macelli posted an article in which Gypsy says her big goal was to meet Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Who's that? Kelce?
He's her boyfriend, the football player.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The title of this post was, "And the Scam Just Continues," Exhibit F. After the November 6, 2023 post on Facebook, nearly every post or created content on every platform by John Macelli and her associates related to Gypsy or the Blanchard family. Some days there were multiple per day. Many of these platforms are monetized for the account holder. Patreon, a platform where John Macelli has posted full copies of the criminal case discovery, including gruesome crime scene photos, is a subscription-based site requiring a purchase subscription to view the content.
Oh.
John Macelli's page, she's getting money for it. John Macelli's page in, you have to scroll for me.
Yeah, just like the Gwnn case.
I'm telling you.
Ooh.
In particular, this includes subscription options ranging from $5 to $50 per month. Exhibit G1 and G2. As evidenced by the defendant John Macelli's conduct and the conduct of her agents and associates, John Macelli is intentionally and freely utilizing the materials that she received from plaintiffs pursuant to the agreement signed by plaintiff Gypsy and plaintiff Rod and Christie, respectively, without their consent and for her own pecuniary gain. As part of her conduct, John Macelli posted online in both public and subscription-based platforms documents, photos, and videos she received from the plaintiffs as part of the contractual relationship. Oh my God, she's getting so sued.
Oh,
These
God.
included John Macelli has posted online for public viewing Gypsy's private protected medical records. She has had Colleen McShane, a professor of nursing at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee and co-owner of the Good Wives Network, oh God, read and opine as to what is in Gypsy's private protected medical records. In posts in early 2024, John Macelli stated she was uploading Gypsy's medical records in her possession to the Patreon account. This is a website that allows people to subscribe monthly for a fee to obtain access to the content. So she sold that content after their contract was over.
Okay, I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? I know what I can or can't do. You know what I mean?
Oh, she's dumb.
Hell no. Oh my God.
Listen to this. She also posted police reports, police videos, and police photographs, including the crime scene photos of Dee Dee's body.
No.
She has posted plaintiff's personal cell phone numbers online on one of her paid forums. Oh my God, she's sunk. Prior and subsequent to Gypsy's release from the Department of Corrections on December 28, 2023, John Macelli has posted dozens of videos, again, sometimes multiple per day, saying things such as, "I'm so sick of Gypsy. Like, I honestly want to bury her so far down a rabbit hole. And I think if I dig enough, I can make her look so effing bad." In a January 27, 2024 video, in reference to John Macelli's assertion, the Blanchards prevented her from giving an interview on Banfield. "You should have let me do my interviews and write my book and make my documentary." In an undated clip from TikTok, defendant is screaming and cursing about the prosecutor sweeping this under the rug. She then screams, "And Christy Blanchard sold you effing Munchausen by proxy." And Mark Feldman, the expert on the case on Munchausen by proxy, never looked it up, and I have it in email. I'm calling it. I ain't effing medical. It ain't effing medical child abuse. We've been had. F it, bitch, sue me.
Oh my
So
God.
she's so dumb.
There you go.
In these videos, she makes repeated accusations that the plaintiffs were stalking her and encouraging people to stalk and harass her. She has stated that she's in fear that someone will take her out. She presents no evidence to back up the assertions that she is either being stalked or that the plaintiffs are encouraging such behavior. February 3rd, 2024, a letter was sent to the home of John Macelli by Stanfield Law, LLC, addressing these issues and requesting John Macelli immediately stop creating content and saying false, defamatory, and harassing things regarding the plaintiffs, take down the offending material, and contact undersigned counsel. The person at John Macelli's residence at the time of delivery was not able to sign for the letter, and the U.S. Postal Service left information for package pickup. John Macelli acknowledged on subsequent videos that she was aware that the package was likely a cease and desist letter from undersigned counsel on behalf of the plaintiffs, and she was not going to pick it up. She never attempted contact with undersigned counsel and continued to produce offending content. In fact, defendant's knowledge of this letter from plaintiff's counsel appears to have only increased defendant's conduct in quantity and acrimony towards the plaintiffs. Oh, man. Kit.
Let's take a break.
Oh my God, I have to comment. Oh my God.
Oh, yes, I know.
She's
Go
digging
ahead.
the deepest hole for herself.
Yes.
You don't do that. The judge will not look kindly on you.
No. It's
Oh.
the medical records are going to get her. And like Duncan says here, once it's in her possession, right? Yeah, but you cannot, when it comes to, they gave her that incompetence, right? She didn't have permission to put online, and for a fee.
No, but their contract ended. Their contract ended before she started doing that.
Oh, it did. Oh.
Their contract ended. They said, "You're not doing anything. You're not producing anything for us. You have nothing in the works. You do not work with us anymore on this project. Our contract is null and void. Therefore, whatever she received as part of that contract to do said work that she had promised she would do, all of that stuff she doesn't have a right to anymore, because it was only given as part of that contract that they had. So the fact that she has this information now, she should have given that back to them,
Okay.
and not done a damn thing. But now she's in a world of hurt. She's in violation of the terms of that contract.
But, remember when Zab Girl put Gannon's autopsy photos on Patreon? Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're going to watch how much money she made. That is disgusting to put her mother's body on there, by the way. Okay. I don't know who'd want to pay to see that, but But, not good. Not good, not good, not good.
Ooh.
Is that Otis?
No. Oh, he's behind me snorting, yes.
Yeah, I don't really like talking about her, okay?
But
But this is
she's
huge.
right.
This is huge here. This is something to talk about.
Ooh, this is a little bit of a twist on the case.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Listen to this number 45 here. Okay. The live video posted to YouTube on February 6, 2024, entitled Gypsy Rose Expose, The Truth Behind the Lies, Fancy's Final Thoughts. John Macelli made the following statements on that video. I absolutely am the leading expert on the Gypsy Road Blanchard case. Referring to Gypsy, she is a dangerous freaking person and shouldn't be in anyone's home ever. She is a deviant. Talking about that Gwnn would be able to burn her, Gypsy's ass down. I'm going to try to bury her just a little bit for him tonight. John Macelli said if she looked hard enough at the evidence, I would bury that bitch. I'm going to do that tonight. Fuck you, bitch, Gypsy. I'm going to bring you down tonight.
Oh.
That's a threat.
Oh my.
Counsel has spoken with and is prepared to present testimony from witnesses who have worked closely with the defendant, John Macelli, and recently stopped working with her. They state that they have repeatedly warned the defendant that her conduct is unprofessional, illegal, and defamatory. She has failed to heed this advice and engaged in similar abusive conduct towards them. Oh, she's done. Defendant John Macelli has shown no indication that she intends to either curb or cease this behavior. In a February 28th, 2024 video posted online, she stated that she has a source close to the Blanchard family that Christy's son no longer speaks with her because he found out Christy tried to steal pills from the house, the murder scene, before she called Mike Stanfield over. She said she doesn't know if this is true, but the source is reliable and she believes it because she knows Christy is a pill popper.
Oh,
neither of these allegations are true. Defendant has continued to thwart any attempt by the various platforms to take down her offending content. As an example, TikTok has suspended her account on more than one occasion. At the time of this writing, that account remains suspended. Defendant has created new accounts to post videos such as blah blah. She has made social media posts stating that she will continue to create new accounts when they are suspended. Oh, Jesus. Defendant John, she's hanging herself here.
What?
Defendant John Macelli was convicted of the misdemeanor offense of welfare fraud. Oh my God! In the Superior Court of California, County Riverside, on March 22nd, 2000, under California Code. Plaintiff cause of action. Plaintiff restates, realleges, and incorporates herein by reference each and every allegation contained in the preceding paragraphs as though fully set forth herein in haec verba. Plaintiff alleges that the defendant, by and through the above referenced conduct, has engaged in the following causes of action: fraud, breach of contract, unjust enrichment, defamation, and false light. Using any other court process other than injunctive relief would require plaintiffs to engage in a multiplicity of litigation. Defendant retained documents, videos, photos, audio related to the plaintiffs that she, here you go, received in connection with her contractual relationship with Gypsy as a producer, including but not limited to police reports, crime scene photos, blah, 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 all we talked about related to Gypsy Rose Blanchard. After failing to fulfill any of the objectives of the contractual agreement and being dismissed by the plaintiffs, defendant has used these materials, especially Gypsy's private protected medical documents, to produce public content, making false and defamatory statements about each of the plaintiffs, accusing the plaintiffs of criminal behavior for which she has no reasonable basis, in fact, to assert, and for the defendant's own personal financial gain. Oh, man.
Wow. Holy shit.
Defendant has threatened Gypsy's freedom by alleging that she has or will be contacting her parole officer to make changes to her parole conditions. Defendant has openly stated she believes Gypsy should still be in prison. This is not, I'm sorry. This is not going well at all. So the rest of this is basically, repeating what we've already heard about her being the foremost expert, which is untrue. And so this is a temporary restraining order, and that she continues to cause irreparable harm to the plaintiffs.
So they want a temporary restraining order?
Yeah, the plaintiffs restates, alleges, and incorporates all the reference of all these things contained herein, okay. That we've talked about. She continues to use that information, and it is defamatory. And this is the basis for because their contract was terminated. She's saying that she has no right to those documents now because she defaulted on their contract.
Okay, so they're wanting that temporary restraining order for
and
all of them.
This repeats, yes, and this repeats.
Okay, it does.
The things.
Okay.
So they want her to cease and desist and all that crap. So now they're asking for a preliminary and permanent injunction against her.
What does that mean?
They want an injunction against what's her name, Fancy?
Yeah.
Because there's not only saying cease and desist, but you have caused irreparable harm, and we want the courts to step in, is what they're saying. We don't just want a physical protection order. We want an order from the courts to completely, leave us alone and stop using our content, because it was Gypsy's content. Yeah, refrain from making, public content, including digital, written, video, audio, accusing them or harassing them or stalking them or threatening them. Immediately remove the things that she's already produced that are public. Immediately remove from public any documents, photos, audio, video, any other content. See, that's what they want. They want everything wiped off the internet.
Yep.
Because she defaulted on their agreement, and then she kept the information, and she's making money off it, and she should not be allowed to. So they're asking the court to step in and order that she not do this.
Okay, I'm gonna pause a minute because I just seen Duncan's thing, and you're right. She's not violating federal HIPAA because, are you saying because she's not in the health bill? I just know, for me, when it comes to people's health stuff, I don't put any of that out there.
HIPAA only applies to her healthcare providers.
My Aussie friend is here. Hey, girl.
Humanimal.
This is crazy.
This is insane.
She's
but see, that's what this injunction is about, is to get those documents and things back, to have her take everything off. Okay. It's going to be all of that because she defaulted.
She put everything on Patreon.
Yeah, I know, but she needs to have that all taken down. She's going to get sued harsh.
Duggan, you made my fat ass run upstairs. Yeah, you heard my big mouth.
Ooh, boy, I tell you what.
Duggan, she works in that field.
Mm-hmm.
She helps people. That I do know.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fancy is really digging her. Oh boy, not good. I'm just saying, okay?
Well, she misrepresented herself from day one if she said that she had all this stuff and she could produce all these things and she didn't produce anything. So.
Okay, so HIPAA only covers entities like her insurance companies, doctors, etc.
Right. Yeah, her caregivers and
yeah. Okay, this is crazy. This is insane. It's not. How do you know? How do you know? I'm just kidding.
It doesn't apply to you, but you know that information by the time you get it is already out in public anyway, Kit.
Well, I know. Now listen, her putting that stuff though on Patreon, she is so screwed. Screwed. She fucked up big time doing that.
You can't do just what is wrong with people not having any morals? I mean, you just don't do things like that to people. I'm sorry. I was raised better than that.
Yeah, just go away. Just go away and stay, you and Gypsy, not talk to each other, you know, carry on with your life.
That's right.
Because, you know, there's other, you know, cases out there, many.
And if she was a professional, you know, why didn't they check her out to make sure she had produced anything? And they didn't do their due diligence in the beginning to find out whether she was actually a professional.
Right.
You know, I mean, I would cover my butt that way.
Health plans, healthcare, clearinghouses. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. That's nice to know.
Yes, it is.
Thank you. I'm thanking very much. Okay, fraud. So, Gypsy, you want to go ahead?
You want me to?
Go ahead.
Okay, comes now. Plaintiff Gypsy, Christy and Rod, buying through the attorney of Stanfield Law, LLC, for count 3 of a cause of action against defendant John Macelli, respectfully states, alleges, and avers to the court as follows. Plaintiffs restates, alleges, and incorporates herein by reference each and every allegation contained in the preceding paragraphs as fully set forth as described above, blah, 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 made multiple representations regarding its business, knowledge, and expertise that were false at the time made and material to the decisions made by the plaintiffs with knowledge of the falsity of the statements made and with the intention that the statements could be acted upon by the plaintiffs in the manner contemplated. At or around the time of signing the agreement and engaging in business with the defendant, the plaintiffs were ignorant of the falsity of such representations, relied on the perceived truthfulness of the representations, and had the right to rely upon the statement. As a direct and proximate result of these false representations and omissions, plaintiffs have been damaged through the actions of John Macelli in the form of missed opportunities for projects due to the exclusive, irrevocable options granted to John Macelli during the contract period and providing access to private and confidential case materials as well as private protected health information and medical records of Gypsy. As a further direct and proximate result of John Macelli's false representations and omissions, plaintiff is damaged through the actions of John Macelli in the form of John Macelli using her inside information, as well as documents and materials provided by the plaintiffs per the contract to make false and defamatory representations regarding the plaintiffs to the public for the purpose of enriching John Macelli. And that as a direct and proximate result of the acts and omissions of the defendant by and through its associates, plaintiff have suffered the following: lost income, lost career opportunities, mental emotional anguish, and that the acts and omissions of the defendant and through its associates was made with malice or reckless indifference to the plaintiff's federally protected rights and or outrageous because of its evil motive or reckless indifference to plaintiff's rights. Wherefore the plaintiff prays that this court enter its judgment against the defendant in amount fair and reasonable, and for punitive damages, and for such further and additional relief as this court may deem just and proper.
Wow.
There's the breach of contract stuff, which we kind of already talked about.
Yep.
That's a breach of contract, saying that she was a professional and she would do this and that and the other. She didn't do nothing. This is unjust enrichment by making money off of this online.
Okay.
Yeah, we kind of went over that. This is just spelling it out for the court.
Yeah. Okay.
False light. Yeah, same thing. Defamation, same thing. Because she was already in a contract with this gal, so she couldn't do other programs and be paid for it during that time that contract was still in effect.
Okay.
So it did cost her money, because she could have actually gone to, Dateline or somebody actually was legit and get paid.
Right. Okay, read 99.
In the past several years, and more particularly in the last 12 months, defendant John Macelli has embarked upon a course of conduct to give publicity to defendants through the uttering of false statements to third parties in person and on public forums. The false utterances are done with actual malice, and a reasonable person would find them offensive. I agree with that. And she also said she was going to bury her with this stuff.
Yeah, she did.
Yep. Oh, it's right there in the next. It's in the next paragraph. Plaintiffs, through multiple witnesses, will show that the false statements have been made to purposely defame the defendants. Through defendants' own words, plaintiffs will show that the defendants' actions are not for a legitimate public purpose, but for the purpose to bury Gypsy. She's made false statements to third parties. Said statements by the defendant were published and with actual and or express malice, knowing that it is false. See, she did this, and that just repeats it.
What's her federal protected rights?
Well, you have a right. You have a right to your personal information not to be put out there like that, like your medical records, like those photos of her mother.
Yeah, that's sick. That's sick.
Yeah, it's really evil, and that's what this all points to. And so this is just asking the court to make a decision, and decide an order of damages, and they're leaving it to the court to decide, and for attorney's fees and costs. So she's going to be hosed. Yep.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Gypsy Rose Anderson.
But I'm really confused about this filing being done in Missouri.
I'm not sure why it is filed there, except that is where the lawyer was, right? And that's where, at the time that this happened, the contract was signed. She was in jail in Missouri, right?
Yes.
That's why. Because that's when this contract was signed, and it became legal in that state.
My Aussie friend, I just love her. She doesn't need a fancy in her life, right?
I know. I feel the same. Just because I'm reading this doesn't mean I like that woman. I just want to say that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm just. Yeah, we're discussing this here because I think this is a big deal. Okay,
it could be a pretty goddamn huge deal. Because she might be sitting, she might get jail time for doing this to her. Because of the malice. I mean, she's done it all over social media.
They could get her taken off of for good platforms like TikTok, because I know she has been taken down several times from TikTok for her behavior. Okay, abusive behavior.
And see, that's going to bode really badly for her, because that all is, the plaintiffs are going to use that too.
Yeah. And she
Oh,
this might have ruined her career.
oh, right. This whole case and situation is just absolutely insane.
Yeah,
These people are wacko.
There is so much drama within this case. Always.
It's over the top crazy. I wouldn't want any of these people in my life. That's just too much nuts for me, man. Nope, nope.
Yeah.
You crazy bastards. Grandma, don't play that.
Okay, let's look at this here. These are all the exhibits here. So we'll just go through this real quick. So what is this? Oh, this is their lease agreement. Let's check that out.
This is the contract.
Yeah, I want to see what it says.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh my God. She wanted $910 for her efforts to write a television based of your life story. Grant me exclusive. What?
Wait a minute. That's too small.
It is small, ain't it? And blurry. Here. Oh, there we go. Wait a minute here.
If the producer has made viable progress with the project, it needs extra time to finalize a deal.
Closed and open, and any discovery evidence. If produced, the author shall receive 50% of 100% of the net profits
Mm-hmm.
paid to the producer.
Mm-hmm. Which is fancy.
Wow.
God, she really was in there. Warranties and indemnities. That's the interesting stuff. See, she was still incarcerated.
Yep.
That's why it's in that state. That's where she was incarcerated. That's where the contract was made.
Interesting.
So there's that.
What exhibit is this? Oh, it's another contract. Okay. That who signed? Oh, the dad and the stepmom.
Wow. What a nice lady.
What a nice lady. What's this? Exhibit C. What's this? Forget the act. Gypsy Rose Blanchard's loved ones are working on their own show by proxy. So this was May 19th, 2019.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but see, they can do that. That's their story they're telling.
Yeah.
But see, they were working with HBO and whoever. They had actual producers.
Yeah.
Well, then. It just gets better and better, people.
Oh boy.
Don't you just wish that you were
on her Patreon? Is this her Patreon?
Oh my God, look at her language on there.
No.
See, I just think, oh my goodness. I'm gonna watch that court case if it comes up.
Oh yes.
My God. I wouldn't want to be her.
I wouldn't want to be her right now either. But you know
That's
what?
clearly defamation.
I would not have acted like that though. Okay.
Oh.
Have some respect for, the deceased, right?
I don't think one person is thinking about the deceased in this case. I think she is a...
Do you think I would go showing her
No.
pictures of her being all chopped up and shit? Stabbed, whatever? No. And put them on Patreon? Hell no.
No, that's gross.
Yeah.
I mean, you just need to have more self-respect than that. You just can't act like that.
Yeah.
Or else you're part of the problem in this world, man.
Okay,
Oh,
what's
boy.
this?
See, and this Colleen person is the other person that Fancy is partners with in this Good Wives network.
And she's a nurse. That's not good.
You know, this is really ugly. People need to be smarter than that.
Yeah. Not good.
And the drama continues. Even that last letter said, oh, tune in tonight on TikTok at such and such time, PM, and we'll just go over everything.
Okay, Ippy Angel says Gypsy's still puppet of the Missouri probation, so she had to... Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I was really confused on that. I'm like, that don't make sense. Okay. What's this?
Look at
Oh my
that.
God.
See?
Jeez.
That right there. Mm-mm-mm.
You gotta get control, lady.
That's a good way to put it. You need to get control yourself, bitch. You acting
What's this
crazy.
one?
Talking about our mom, though. Oh, man. That's really a nasty human being to do that.
So what's this? Oh, that's her, whatchamacallit?
Mm-hmm. That's
Her,
their own little...
Patreon.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't know who Fancy's team is, quote unquote, but all I know is she's the only one being sued in this lawsuit. That I do know.
But it does say her associates, that she egged her associates on to do certain things, see?
What is this about?
That's people in the state of California against somebody. Oh, that's her, isn't it? April Johns.
Oh, yeah, that's her. Well, I don't
Oh, that's probably for the misuse of
funds from the county.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet, because it was the state. How many names does she have?
She got $400 a month food stamps.
Wow, must be nice to have some help.
A felony.
Oh,
Right.
It says for not in fact entitled to this amount exceeding $400. So it's more than $400. So they're nailing her.
Wow.
They falsely reported that they did not earn income.
Not good. And that was back then.
Yep.
Well, they don't play out there.
Mm-mm.
What's this? I looked up your TikTok account, the Fancy M92, and it says suspended. Yep, they got it banned. It's okay. I'll create another.
See? She has no intention of stopping this.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's good that they're asking the court to handle it. That's probably the best thing.
Okay, what's this? She shouldn't have put her
Oh.
mother's.
God.
She shouldn't have put her mother's.
Crime scene photos.
Her mother laying in her bed like that.
No, that's terrible.
What's this? We're almost done, guys. 2 more exhibits. 2 more. That is horrible to show her whole body. Yep.
And to charge money for it.
So her
That's disgusting.
her tiers are 25, 30, and 50. Oh my. They're gonna get that money.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna get that money. Yep.
She's toast. She did herself in.
Yeah.
She really did.
What's this?
Damn, man. You gotta have some pretty big cojones to be pulling this crap off.
Oh my God. Look at this.
I am. Oh my God.
Oh God.
Oh my God. This is so rude. See, and she was a child during this. You know?
Kathy and Ron are blood related. What? Why is she doing that?
See.
What? Why? Why? What is? What? Come on now. Well, you know what? I don't know what to say. It's just really stupid. Just go your separate way from Gypsy. Live your life. You know what I mean?
You know, I know what you mean. Apparently Fancy don't.
I mean, do another case. Something didn't work out with you guys, oh well, take that loss, right? Right. But she wasn't fulfilling. She wasn't fulfilling her part.
Her contractual obligation.
Okay, hold on a minute. This is the last one. What's this? This is the last court document. Summons in civil court.
That's the Missouri one. Judge Ryan Wesley Horseman.
Okay, you guys, isn't that something? Let me look at the comments now.
Oh my God.
She has been a loose cannon. Oh my God. So long.
That's so terrible.
I listen.
She's such a professional. She should have had, better podcasts, right?
I would never go around saying anything that I'm some kind of professional, whatever, without, having, oh God. Oh, never mind.
Dude, that's just so awful. What a dummy.
Yeah, she did this herself. Nobody did this to her. She has to control her urges.
Oh, yeah.
She needs to control her urges.
Well, well, I understand, Gypsy has her mental issues that, in my opinion, I feel that she has her own mental issues, but to do this kind of thing to her, Fancy has her own issues too.
Well,
that's a very venomous kind of a person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nasty too. Nasty person.
Nasty. Oh boy. You know what?
Well, I'm glad you found that little story for me because that gave me a chuckle. I can't believe people.
I know. I'm like, no way. This can't be true.
God,
I went to her channel and she was live. I'm like, oh hell yeah. I'm getting those documents and I'm gonna read them with Grandma.
And you know, Fancy deserves that. Just a little bit of attention, doesn't she?
I
For
would
all
be
her hard
so
work.
fucking scared, but you know what? I want to let myself, okay, get like that, just crazy like she's gotten. However, one of you, my peoples, would have said, "Hey, you better just, calm the fuck down." You know what I mean? And I would stop. I would yell at you for a minute, and then I would stop. You know what I mean? That's what your friends around you are for on here. Is to tell you about your bad behavior, even though you want to hear it or not. You fucked up. You did wrong there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't watch somebody that I care about, somebody I know. I can watch them self-destruct because they're, a little off that day or something, and they do something crazy. I'd have to tell them, look, you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Let me tell you, this ain't looking good.
It's not. I mean, obviously, she doesn't have a decent friend in the world to say, dude, stop, because really, you're heading somewhere you don't want to go.
Well, because, they actually don't need the money, okay? It's my opinion. But see, Gypsy has the money to sue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's going to be fine.
Yeah. But
as far as money goes.
But don't ever mess with this girl that I'm putting on the screen right here. Hold on, people.
I will use the one card that I have over you. Gypsy, I will use the one card that I have over you. Gypsy.
That's right.
Whoa. Unhinged.
Yeah.
Has issues. Stay away from me. You weirdo.
What do you I would have made you a sock account and gave you access to a CapCut account with AI. AI characters, really.
Wow.
That's cool.
Well, huh.
I've gotten pissed off in cases, and I've always backed away when things are yes, right? Yes.
Yeah, exactly, because I think, it messes with our own mental health to watch people do crazy stuff.
And if she stopped doing it to just Gypsy, she's doing it to the whole family.
That's messed up, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely harassment. I mean, no two ways around that, and it's definitely planned.
Yeah.
It is intentional to destroy her. So,
and that's just a tiny portion that they showed, or portion. You know what I'm saying, right?
Right. Yeah.
But then I thought about this here, because people are wondering why they closed the case just like that, shut it down. But they need to realize this opens doors in a civil lawsuit of what Fancy and them will be able to ask about the case now. You know what I mean?
I'd suggest she stays away from this case. Totally away from it, unless she would like her life to be impacted severely, because it sounds like the court is willing to entertain her punishment if needed.
Right. She's endangered the welfare of her own family.
Yeah, she gambled their well-being.
Yeah, she's got a grandson too that lives with her. A little baby, I don't know, maybe a toddler. I don't know. I don't watch her like that. But, I would pop in there every now and then. I'm like, oh, God, she's still talking about Gypsy. Oh, my God. Don't she get sick of that?
Yeah, it's like an obsession.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick, man.
It's like, do other cases. Come on now. You sit here and complain about her, but if people quit talking about her, she'd go away, if that's what you want. You know what I mean?
I'm going to try that.
Are you gonna try that? I'm just gonna.
I'm just going to not talk about Gypsy Blanchard anymore, and I'm going to see if she disappears. I'm trying that.
All right, people. I want to thank everybody that came here. Thank you so much, Grandma, for helping me read.
No problem.
So, yeah, I thought this was very interesting, and I will be keeping tabs on this case. I want to know what's going to happen.
From afar, yes.
Hey, I didn't know it was that severe, okay?
That's bad.
It's bad. This is worse than I thought.
Yeah. Okay, girl. Thanks for having me.
Okay.
See you later. Nice to see you guys.
I will use the one card that I have over you. Gypsy, I will use the one card that I have